how to collect more money than the other institution. But of course, that would be a kind of discrepancy between the public and the private institution. And of course, again, a kind of discrepancy in terms of expectation by the society, by the student, by the client themselves, and by the government. We know that from the organizational perspective, there will be some very good implication for us to remember. We have 4 important keywords in the 4 models of organizational management in terms of the rationale, the collegial model, the political model, and ambiguity model. You can continue searching for the book on leadership and management in education so that you can read more, you can understand more about it. The book is by Bush, 2000. There is a kind of updated version, but you may need to pay a lot for the book. But the version 2000 is free online, so you can access. So we need to manage the resources from the very new perspective. These days, people need to lend out the physical space, but they're trying to invest a lot in the virtual space so that they can promote the success of online learning, digital learning now, and making it a much better place to join, to work online or physically, or maybe in a blended manner. We understand that we look at the world, we look at the organization, we look at the society from the perspective of a kind of complexity theory or the contingency theory as well. So we also have complexity theory, another term. Một từ khóa nữa, các bạn có thể về tìm trước, buổi sau chúng ta đâu đó sẽ gặp lại. Hồi nãy thầy có chữ là contingency theory, và chúng ta có thêm một chữ phụ đó là situational theory, và chúng ta có thêm một chữ nữa là systems theory, và chúng ta có thêm một chữ nữa là complexity theory. Vậy các bạn về tìm những keywords đó. Tác giả của các nơi trên thế giới đã đưa ra chúng ta các cái theory khác nhau, trong đó có những lý thuyết mới, và nó là những cái gọi là dynamic theory or frameworks. We do not have a kind of fixed framework anymore. In planning the kind of resource management, we can see a different layer or level of a kind of resources management like this. Do we have any questions? Feel free to ask me at any time. You know that this model is called a learning center and a learner center approach in planning or to planning. When we plan a curriculum, we try our best to incorporate the school values, the aim, and the priorities that identify in the school development or the strategic plan. So if you read more from Bush and Bell, the editor in 2012 book, that would be interesting for you to understand. Now we reflect again the idea of the differences between school business, the effectiveness and efficiency from the perspective of managing the resources. So whatever we are doing in the business, we try to think of the efficiency, we try to think of the effectiveness at least, so that we can run the institution or the organization or the unit or the department or faculty in a more interesting way. But of course, we may need to understand more about the financial resources management. Now let us continue with marketing plan. I do understand that the group did a good job in sharing a specific marketing plan and through an example of that. I will skip this section because many of you have done very well in the group. So formally or informally, people and organizations engage in a vast number of activity that we call marketing. For example, informally, just a friend of mine called me up asking about, okay, is there any place for my kids to take up courses in Japanese or in Korean? I found some other school, I found some other institution, but what do you think about their quality? What should I say? Of course, we do not complain about the other quality if we don't know, but we are trying to say that, at our university, we have this certain program, and we have a good number of teachers joining, working in that program, and our student graduated from that program can earn a lot of money or can easily find a job, and so on and so forth. That's how we also communicate. So we communicate the value, meaning we are do the marketing. But marketing is important once everyone continue to share that kind of image, continue sharing that kind of good feeling about a certain program, about a certain place. And that is interesting. So marketing is important in that sense. A simple marketing system, including this one, like communication, goods, services, or money, information, industry, and market. You can successfully apply this into the context of education, quite acceptable. And we also have the holistic marketing strategy, both the internal marketing and the integrated marketing, or the external marketing, the relationship marketing, and the performance marketing. First of all, when we talk about internal marketing, we communicate within our institution, within our local company first. When we talk about integrated marketing, we communicate our image, our product through different channels to the public. Relationship marketing, why? I already mentioned my student, my friend asking me about the strategy, about some certain kind of language, school or institution, and we need to understand that. Performance marketing mostly related to the quality. But of course, when we say quality, we hardly see it here. However, we have one word, product and services. We try to sell our product, but we have to understand what kind of product do we have. So sometimes you see people introducing the book at some certain meeting, certain organization. That kind of person, though he or she might not be a teacher, he or she try their best or his or her best to understand the textbook fully so that he or she can introduce well the structure, the value of what they are doing in the book. Okay. This is a kind of holistic marketing strategy. So who market? In this case, what do you see about the ads here? Make the simple information. Catch the keys. Call a cab. Take a stand. What kind of product are they selling, or are they trying to persuade people to buy? Friends, don't let friends drive drunk. What is it about?